Okay, welcome back to Highfleet after yet another unscheduled break. Last time it was the flu, this time I got COVID. It's not been a great year for me. I've been sick a lot, which is surprising because I thought I was pretty healthy. Anyway, we're back in Highfleet. Last time we obviously took Nagar and we pushed north and dealt with the Lord Governor. However, everybody agreed that it wasn't fair that I lost the ship, so we've rewound it back to me taking Nagar and we're going to go from here. Now, I'm going to play this really carefully because we can't afford to lose it. The Thunderbolt is still alive and it is currently landed in the city from the save, and it is currently repairing its landing gear. 3.8 hours until that's done. The rest of the fleet is en route, and I've got a combat air patrol in the air. I'm not going to fast forward here. We need to make sure that nothing gets through, so if any missiles do come in, I have to be ready to intercept them. I'm missing having an IRST detector in the fleet at this point. I'm also considering selling the Negev. I don't know if it's actually going to be much use to us for the rest of the campaign, and we kind of need the cash because we're down to $3,000 worth of funds. And refueling this fleet is incredibly expensive, especially because we're burning fuel just to keep the people alive. I shouldn't have picked that option. I did. It's what it is. We'll just stick with what we decided to do. Okay, we've got 1.1 hours until the ship is repaired. No, 1.1 hours until this fleet arrives on site, and we've got 3.3 hours until the Thunderbolt is repaired. Okay, we've got an incoming missile from the north. I want to send 2 planes to intercept it. And I'm going to preemptively relaunch 2 planes into the air to cover for the 2 planes that I'm currently dispatching on that mission. Come on, jets. Okay, that's a good shoot down. That is a splash. I'm not sure why it's giving me a range tie down on this enemy group here, but they can do what they want. Okay, we've got aircraft incoming. There are 5 aircraft in this group. I'm going to send these 2 planes to intercept. Hopefully they haven't got a lot in the way of interceptors here. And again, we're going to preemptively launch 2 aircraft to replace them. Just keep cycling our aircraft. We're starting to run low on AAMs, but that's to be expected this late in the campaign. Okay, there's a lot of aircraft here. No anti-aircraft missiles, however, so this is a group that's going to suffer badly. Unfortunately, those 2 missiles went for the same 2, but that's 2 shoot-downs for 1 plane. Yes, he got a 3rd kill. Amazing. I did some damage to another plane as well before the combat ended. Okay, let's see what the other plane should be able to take care of those 2. That's those planes there. Oh no, we've got more aircraft coming in from below, so I'm going to send in the plane, 1 aircraft. I'm just going to send 1 plane down there. Do you have any other visual contact? I don't see anything. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. No. The screen's extra fuzzy today. I don't remember it ever being this fuzzy. I guess it's just more reactive. Okay, this must be a scout plane. It has no AAMs, so we're just going to shoot it down. Okay, that's a kill. And the other aircraft is this one here, where we already had a fight, and there's just a bomber left. I think this is going to be a very easy shoot down. Yeah, cool. That's some good news for us for once. All right. 0.7 hours until the main fleet arrives. Still got lots of planes in the air. Got a few coming home, but that's okay. Just going to keep the combat air patrol up and moving. It feels good to be playing Highfleet again. It's been a while. I was really, really sick for a while there, unfortunately. And it's like, it interrupted my streaming, and I really want to make a go of the channel, but it's difficult when you keep losing your schedule for stuff like that. Okay, we're almost there. I still don't want to fast forward while I've got stuff moving around like this. Just because we are... Yeah, okay, we've got more airplanes incoming. Because I don't want to miss things like this coming in. And let's just launch another airplane. I think that we're down to like we're down to very low numbers of AAMs now. Oh, look, they're running. They don't actually want to engage us. But we got there. Okay, it's a plane armed with AAM. So these 2 are going to shoot each other down. Occasionally... Oh, wow. I think our plane survived. It's difficult to tell. No, our plane didn't survive. Their plane did. It's pulling back, though, because it's got no ammo left. That's a shame. Okay, we're about to get a landing, which is good. We can get on with refueling and getting out of here. So our next plan, I'm going to try just play it by ear here. We could head to Bethel. We could also... Gizram is the ideal location to launch to deal with the Lord Governor, but I don't think we're going to be able to get enough fuel to make that jump. The other option is we're going to be jump to Mari and refill a little bit there and then jump to Gizram. It depends how long we can sit here and gain fuel. Let's just see what's going on in the city. Make sure all of our ships are here. Now, the Negev I just don't think it's much use to us. It is a supply carrier, it's a support ship. I've already got 3 very powerful support ships in the fleet. It's not particularly fast. Its top speed here is 130 kilometers per hour. These are traveling at 287. This is traveling at 248, and this is traveling at 766. Now, one thing I'm noticing here is the Thunderbolt isn't showing. I may have to take it off and land it again to fix a bug. So this thing is slowing the fleet down. So I think I'm going to get rid of it. I honestly think there's just no point in keeping it. There's nothing I want to rip off it either. 62,000, that's a big chunk of money. Now the Thunderbolt is here in theory, but if we have a look, yeah, it's situated off the city. So I'm just going to tell it to take off and land again in Nagar. That's okay. No, sorry, I belay the order. Because it's not actually counting as in the city for some reason. I'm also wanting to get the main fleet refueling. So let's do that. We have a bunch of cash now, so let's get the refueling going. So if I want to refuel to get to Mari, it's going to cost me 6,000, and then I need to overfuel on that as well. That's probably as far as we're going to get. Are there any AAMs available here? No. And there's also no 100mm prox fuse. 100mm prox fuse is something I need. I think we're going to get Hitman 1. We're going to fuel it up with a full tank of fuel, which for it is like infinite fuel. And I'm just going to fly back to Gilgamesh, and we're just going to do a little bit of an adventure to see if I can find some 100mm prox fuse somewhere, because we really need it right now. It is actually incredibly important for us. Alright, let's get the Nagar back on the ground. Sorry, not the Nagar, the Thunderbolt. It's just taking off right now. Okay, it is back in the fleet. Let's just get it repairing. I wonder if I can get away with not landing it. How long is it going to take to repair it without landing it? 1.2 hours, that's fine. It's costing nothing because we have repair parts available. You have launched some sprints. Do I have any? Yeah, okay, let's reapply those. I don't think I have anything I can re-add to you, no. So the missile carriers are loaded with missiles. We are very low on planes at the moment, but a lot of them are in the air, and we're getting our sprints back on here. So waiting for the refueling to happen, and while that's going on, we're going to look for some prox fuse. We've got some of our planes coming into land soon. We're getting close to the point of the game where I want to get our radar turned on, but I don't do that until we actually get to Kiva. That's one plane coming down. I'm just going to have maybe 1 or 2 planes in the air now that the whole fleet is here, because I'm not as worried about getting shot down. Alright, so we'll head to Gilgamesh. We're refueling up to get to Mari. They're hoping that the silent strike alarm will go down soon. The planes that are blinking warning on range will automatically route back when they run out. You don't have to actually path them back, as we all know. But just in case you're new. Still got 2 planes in the air, but they're all starting to run out. It's getting really fuzzy. I wonder if that's the world being cold. I've never really noticed that effect before. But I've usually fast forward through a lot of this section of the game, because you're mostly just waiting for refueling. The refueling does seem to be taking a very long time, but that's because I am not fast forwarding. I'm waiting for the ship to hit the Gilgamesh before I really do anything major. Okay, all of our aircraft are running low on range, so I'm just going to launch another one. Just so we've got 1 in the air. And we're about to land at Gilgamesh. There are no enemies at Gilgamesh at the moment, so we can land here, refuel, and check to see if there are any 100mm prox fuse available. Alright, let's have a look. Supplies. There is 100mm prox fuse. Let's buy everything they've got. That's 95 rounds. Let's also actually, we've got enough fuel to make it back to Nagar now. Is 95 rounds enough? I don't think so. So we're going to head further south. We're going to hit this Tinmath Sarah here and just see what they have for us. Again, just hoping we don't bump into any enemies. And this fleet is slowly refueling. I'm going to start fast forwarding now, so just have to be careful. There's been no more enemy strikes, so I think we're okay to just keep our planes on the ground. Oh, I've landed down here and I didn't pay attention. There's 100mm prox fuse here as well. Let's buy all of that. It's 248 rounds. That should be enough for the moment. Let's get enough fuel to get back to Nagar. And then we will get these 2 fleets to join up with each other. So you fly up here. And then this fleet is slowly refueling. And the refueling should actually be more efficient now that we have a faster base high speed of 248, that we've gotten rid of that Negev. The Negev did a really good job of just being a big bag of money that I carried around with me. Now we're getting close to Kiva, and we will get ships for every star that I have. We're going to get a decent fleet. I've done the best I could to not spend any of this on the way. So we're going to go to Mari. From Mari, we're going to go to Gizram. Gizram, we're going to stop, take stock, and we're going to send the Thunderbolt up to deal with the Lord Governor and have a proper fight this time. Unlike what happened last time, which was really disappointing. Okay, I'm just going to fast forward. Nothing bad is happening at the moment. We're just waiting for fuel. We're probably going to have to refuel a little bit more because of the constant takedown fuel. I can see that we are. This is eating a lot of fuel refueling. This is the problem at the moment stage in the game is fuel is just costing me a lot of money. Basically having to totally refuel again. The puppy has just woken up. She's back in the room with me. Cheddar has moved on to his forever home, for those that didn't know, and which means that the sleepy pupper can actually stay in the room with me. We're just going to auto-intercept this. I'm not really that worried about it. Just a trade ship on course, not even encrypted at the moment, or still using the encryption key that I had. Probably another trade ship. They're just broadcasting again. Yeah, cool. Not that worried. Almost got enough fuel to get to Mary. We're probably going to have to, yep, just pay for a little bit more fuel. This is such a drain on resources. Good job we got a lot of money for that in the Gav. As soon as we are locked up on fuel, we're going to take off. Let's go before we run out. Not going to be a problem for much longer. We are within breathing distance of Kiva. We still have the whole fleet. Let's get this done. Not going to have to take on, hopefully, the Donut, the Varyag, the crab ship, actually, with this fleet. Now, we did run into a strike group last time, so I'm interested to see how that's going to play out this time. It will probably be quite different. Let's fast forward a little bit while we cross the distance. And then let's get ready to launch the Thunderbolt on its own, which is, always need to remember that my ships rename themselves. This is going back to being Hitman 1. Always forget that that happens. Annoying little feature. I'm going to launch now.
Roger that. Godspeed.
I just got to hope that the fleet behind it doesn't get picked up by enemy radar. Because they are within radar range. I should have launched a little bit earlier. Okay, there's a fleet here, but we should be able to hit it before they get an alarm off. I think no, they're going to get an alarm off before we hit. Just as we got in here, they've launched a missile. They've launched maybe 2 missiles. There's not a lot I can do about that. I should have launched a plane to guide it in. I will launch a couple now just in case they can do something in the background. But we have prox fuse. It honestly shouldn't be that bad. That missile hasn't actually activated its tracker yet. So I think it's actually firing at our main fleet and not at our ship. Okay, so we've got Hitman 1 against a very big garrison, but importantly, there's no sign of the strike fleet that I think we encountered here last time. Let's jump in. That glider MRL is going to be scary, and we're just going to use normal high X for this. I'm not going to use the prox fuse. Prox fuse would wipe this out, but how many rounds do we have? We have 248. I want to keep them for intercepting explosion enemy ordnance. This guy over here is loading prox fuse. He is a priority target. And the dog wants to grab as soon as I start a fight. Or maybe she just wants some attention. Okay, that's one down. She's deciding to play around behind me, which is perfect for my attention. It's a big fleet, this. But we should be able to just trim it down, and I'll see what she wants. Come on, puppy. Just give me a second. Oops, I did not mean to destroy that escape pod. That's the MRL firing. And now he's launching armor piercing, which is not great. That's the Gladiator MRL. It's actually a pretty threatening target because it's got so much armor. Very low over the city, though. It's a bit of a problem for it. Sorry, people living in the city. I just raked the ground with 40mm fire. Make sure nothing's falling on us. I love the firepower of this thing. After a campaign of just getting wrecked by everything, it feels so good to fly it. Come on, play. Look at the state of that Gladiator. Okay, and that's a win, I believe. Cool. Sorry the dog was barking during that. I'm just going to go check on her to make sure she's okay, and I'll be right back. She wanted to go outside and sit in the sun, which is fair enough. Okay, so that's Mary captured. We've got a little bit of experience there, which I didn't even think the ship could still get. There's some Zeniths here. I could grab the Zeniths, grab the ammo, grab the fuel. We don't need to we don't need to worry about searching the radar room or anything. It seems extra blurry today for me in the CRT monitor for some reason. Let's grab the fuel tanks first. Whoa, the game just unpaused as soon as I did that, which I didn't really want it to do. Okay, we shot down that missile, but that was a little bit extreme. Let's launch another aircraft for combat air patrol. And we'll just make sure this goes okay. Unfortunately, the alarm is on again. but they don't seem to be very good at following up on the alarm. I remember them being much better in the last attempt at this campaign. Once their initial strike seems to be brought down, they seem to chill out a lot. Okay, again, I'm not going to fast forward through this. I think it's very important that we just be very relaxed, very demure about it, because we have to be on top of anything coming in. Okay, that's the fuel safe. What else is there to rescue here? We can get the ammunition, or I can get an AK-100. Because I need crew protection for that, I'm just going to get the ammo. Reduce the risk of us getting any losses from anything getting damaged. Morale's pretty important right now because we only have one fighting ship, although it's already back up to morale 9. Okay, that's the whole fleet down, which is good. Especially because the alert is from back here, so some of the stuff will actually be aimed for here rather than the city. Okay, we got the ammo safe. What is still available? The radar room. I'm just going to tell everyone to put protection on. If it's still available when that's done, then we'll go and get it. I wish sometimes I could just say, like, abandon the rescue, but you can't. Just slows us down refueling, really. Come on. I think we're okay for retaliation here. I don't think anything's going to hit us, which is great. Okay. They do want... Okay, we're going to search the radio room, which is annoying. Alright, let's have a look. So, if we get to Gizram, we are within launching distance of the Governor. And I think last time I might have broken the event by flying too close. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save the game when I get to Gizram and just check as much as possible that the Varyag is working properly. Because a lot of people reporting that it isn't before we launch it. I didn't mean to do that. But until we do that, we need to get to Gizram. So, let's land the Thunderbolt. To get it... Actually, I don't think we need to bother landing. I don't think it took that much damage. What we will do is we'll actually go into the city. We're trying to... Oh, we got... Okay, this didn't happen last time until... This is great. Something impossible happened today. Our cruiser Diana, which was sent to re-establish communication with the Skobelev, has returned. A gift from the heavens, and right in the nick of time. But our crew brought us something even more astonishing. News from the capital. My father is alive and well. We thought Romani Fleet High Command had been eliminated, but they are still alive, and the war in the capital never ended. It continues even now. Admiral Dowd barges into your cabin as you're discussing strategy with Peter Ivanovich. You knew. He screams these words at Pyotr the moment he appears in the doorway. You received a transmission from High Command, didn't you? What are you talking about, Admiral? Dowd glances at you for a moment, then continues to stare Pyotr down. Does he know it too? Nay, Sharif, he does not. What's going on here? I demand an explanation. During our stay in Ur, General Shaheen received a transmission from High Command. It was a direct order for us to return to the capital, but he kept this order from us. Instead, he convinced us all that High Command had been eliminated and the war in the south was lost. And we obeyed him and agreed to this insane assault. It has been an insane assault, which you could still succeed. The opportunity to capture Kiva is far more important than anything happening in the motherland. What of my family, Pyotr? My wife and children who are still in the capital? What about the Emperor? What about your oath? Dowd turns to you. Duke, I demand you arrest the general immediately. Unfortunately, Pyotr, we're sending Pyotr because we have to. Pyotr Ivanovich already arrested Admiral Dowd. Admiral Dowd stares at you. You watch Pyotr reach for his sidearm. Then, a shot. Impossibly slowly, the Admiral collapses at your feet. You feel the urge to scream, but your voice will not cooperate. With a heavy sigh, Pyotr clumsily tries to holster his pistol. Though there's no way around it, Duke. Had I left him alive, half our officers would have sided with him. Blood against the pool around Dad's head. Pyotr. You've lost your mind, Pyotr. These are all the words your lungs can squeeze under your throat. Your mind is still struggling to come to grips with what just happened. Admiral of His Majesty's fleet, Sharif Ramovich Dowd, has departed on a mission of utmost urgency. That is what I'll tell the men. And when this is over, I shall face the tribunal. You should leave, Duke. You don't have to see this. You stumble out of the cabin, leaving Pyotr and the dead body behind like a bad dream. Well, we now have our own Doom Donut. Thank you very much, TRM, for this monstrosity. This thing deals with the convergence problem of guns by just having them so far away from the other side of the ship you don't need to worry about them blocked. Top speed of 114 kilometers per hour. I talked about how the Negev was going to slow us down. Well, this thing's going to slow us down even more. Repairing this thing is a nightmare because it has so many individual pieces. But yeah, this is the Negev replacement that everybody voted. Sorry, the Nomad replacement that everybody voted for. Thank you so much. We'll take it for a spin before the end of the game, but we're going to concentrate on keeping the Thunderbolt up and running. So let's repair that. It's going to cost us 1,550 to repair and take 4 hours. And we'll need to remember to rename it back to Thunderbolt. It's also not an Interceptor Light Corvette. It is a doomsday device, in my opinion, is this new classification. Alright, let's have a check for what we're looking at in the way of supplies here. We do have, Frox uses 155 rounds of it. If I buy it all, yeah, we're just going to buy it all. We need it. And let's get some fuel. So I want enough fuel to get to Gizram fuel storage. We don't actually need to go too far here because we can refuel at Gizram for much cheaper. And let's unpause the game. Okay. We're getting really close to dealing with the Lord Governor once and for all in a proper playthrough where things are going our well and we actually got our hands on the Nomad. I need to rename the, what is it, Victory Warrior, and I have to check my files. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But we'll do that later. I'm gonna. I didn't unpause. We'll just launch a missile. Okay, easily taken care of. I was like, I fast forwarded for a second and a missile came in. So maybe we can't afford to fast forward. There's another missile. I don't think you're gonna make there in time. Missile away. Okay, the AI is also launching missiles, which is good and bad. Whoa, it made it through. The firepower on the Nomad just wiped that out. I don't want to waste too many missiles here, but we are going to go through them. Oh, now the puppy wants back in, of course. Let's launch another. I'm going to launch 2 planes and keep them in the air. We're so low on AAMs, though. The missiles seem to be coming in from this direction. We'll do this. There's another one. Sometimes it feels like the plane should maybe just auto-intercept if they have an AAM. Okay, that's a shoot down. Good work. We've got 1 AAM left. Let me just check that I didn't do something stupid and miss that there were AAMs available for sale here. No, there's just rockets. Okay. No AAMs available for sale. I love that every city just has like a room full of ordnance where you just go and pick up. I want the laser guided this time. Oh, there's an enemy aircraft. 2 aircraft just kind of floating by. If they're not angling on us, I'm just going to let them go. They were scouting for us, but I think they ran out of fuel and had to turn back. We've got the refueling happening. I'm going to just take it nice and easy. Okay, there's a missile that's off course. I don't think we need to worry about it because it's not going to hit anything. What was that fired at? There's another missile. Where are these missiles being fired? Like, talk about wasting ordnance. Okay, that's on course. That's 1 aircraft. You can intercept that. One of our last AAMs in the air. There's another missile off course. 2 bombs. So at least it's a good shoot down. Where is he? He's up high. Boop. I like that you can actually see that the missiles detonate and then fire shrapnel forward. It's a very cool feature. Okay. So lots of missiles flying right by us. Well, lighting up the desert, but not actually hitting us. Now, unfortunately, that plane revealed us, so it's reset the alarm, which I'm not happy about. I'm going to risk fast forwarding. Whoa. 5 aircraft for 1 aircraft, 4 aircraft for 1 aircraft. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and scramble the Gladiator to intercept some of this, because this is a lot of incoming aircraft. Okay, that's 1 shoot down. I could also launch some planes with just guns, but the guns really are pretty bad. I mean, we could go... actually, I have 1 AAM left, so let's fire you here. And then I'll just send 2 up with a 37mm and see if you can do something about that group. And then I could actually go and launch another 2 against a group of 4. Is this a group of 4 here? Yeah. Just to do something, see if they get some shoot downs or something.
Attention, visual contact.
What's that? Is that just visual contact on the aircraft? Are you in the air yet? No, you're not. No AAMs here, so a good missile could do a lot of work. That was pretty good. Some ace combat for you. Come on, get the kill. Yeah, they got the kill right at the end.
Attention, visual contact.
There's more aircraft coming in. These guys also don't have any missiles, so it's just a dogfight. That's 2 on fire. 1 shoot down. 2 kills. 3 kills. Didn't seem to get the last one. Let's launch some more planes. What else are they doing but just sitting in my hangar, doing nothing? One plane. They've turned back. I'll just launch 2 planes of both remaining planes. The plane on its own may have AAM, so we could lose a plane here. Nope, it doesn't. It just got bombs. Okay, everyone's just coming in on this 1 plane now. Good luck. get wrecked. That was satisfying. Okay, let's just make sure everyone's recalled. There's no point in you chasing them down. Let's tell you to land again, because I don't really want to waste the fuel of you being in the air. Okay, if any planes come in, I'm just going to send out a group of my own planes, if they still have ammo. Unfortunately, that reset the alarm, which I'm not happy about. Okay, we've got 2 aircraft coming in from below, so I'm going to launch 2 planes at both of them. This is not the best way to use your planes, but it's what I've got right now. 4v2, and they've got a... Oh no, we're going to lose everybody. Oh, that was devastating. They really called my bluff there. 4 planes shot down. There isn't any planes for sale, is there? I didn't really check, but this is the type of place that would have... There are T7s for sale. Let's buy all 4 of them. We still have a lot of money, and I'm just going to get this ship to rearm them. We've got time. Do I have any more planes available? This is the Victory. Yeah, okay, it's still a Victory. Victory, I can't remember what this was. It was the RS Warrior, the RS Victory. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. This is still Hitman 4, Thunderbolt. Yeah, okay. I just need to remember the name of that ship. Let's get those planes on there. We still have 11,000 from the death of from Southern Negev, which is good. I'm a bit worried, honestly, about bringing this with me because it's going to be so slow. But I feel like we need it.
Warning, radar emission detected.
Okay, we've got an Elant warning coming in from the west. No, from directly south of us. What is coming this way? Is it a strike fleet? Is it the strike fleet that I avoided last time that had the Nomad in it? It's just a group called Vega. It's danger. It's getting danger close. But no sign of it on the... It is a strike group. Okay, we have a strike group inbound. Which will be the strike group that I avoided last time. This could be a good one for the Nomad, actually. To get it, like, to do its own thing. So if I just fuel it up a little bit, it's got enough fuel to intercept now. Yeah, okay, that's stupid. It's got enough fuel to intercept. It does not have enough fuel to come back. So let's select the Nomad again. Let's fuel it up so that it can actually come back, and we'll give it a little bit of extra fuel. And I'm going to send it in. Pretty fuel efficient, actually. I'm surprised.
Good luck.
I'm withdrawing. I'm bringing this plane back because I've got a pretty high chance of it having an AAM. Secret unidentified ship yet. They've called the alarm. That's fine. That was their plane coming in. So the Nomad has been dispatched on its own mission to deal with the incoming strike group while the rest of the fleet continues to refuel. They're probably going to need more fuel now because of that dispatch. Not too much. We just want to make sure we can get to Gizram. That's the important bit. There's no way they're not going to continue heading north. So we're going to intercept them somewhere around here, I think.
Attention, visual contact.
Incoming missile. We're just going to have to deal with that. Damn, that made it through. Doesn't look like we took too much damage on the Nomad, so we can continue this on. Just a little bit of engine damage. It's also good that it's acting as a shield for the rest of the fleet. It has 11 AAMs left, so I'm pretty comfortable that it can continue to just tank for us. This plane has nothing. It's just, what was that, kamikaze attack? I'm worried about how much fuel this thing has, actually, for an actual combat engagement, but I guess we'll find out.
Attention, visual contact.
Okay, we've got one aircraft coming in from the east there. Let's launch 2 planes to intercept. It's got bombs, so they're going to shoot it down, which is good. Or they should get a shoot down. I love the horizon. I love the backgrounds. Or they just miss with every shot. They're not going to catch up. Oh, they are. Come on, guys. There you go. We got the kill. Good work. We're obviously in a very hot spot here. We're not getting a chance to, like, rest.
Visual contact.
What's that visual contact? There's an aircraft coming in on the Nomad. That's fine about that. Cruiser Diana. Easy kill. 9 AAMs left. My hope is that this is where they're seeing us now, so they're going to start sending stuff down towards the Nomad, leaving this fleet alone to finish refueling and get out of there. We should be hitting that other fleet pretty soon, unless they've turned around. Although we're still getting danger close report on them. I could actually... Okay, I was literally about to put the radar on, but no need to do that. We've got our combat. Let's see how the Nomad does in a fight. I've never taken this thing out before, so this should be pretty fun. This could be Donut versus Donut, actually. It is Donut versus Donut. So we've got a Cormoran, a Bora, and a Gev, and another Nomad. I've got 12 laser guided. We'll just stick with the standard high explosive. Well, this could be messy, to say the least. This could be very, very messy. Wish me luck. Just managed to boost over that. Okay, we need to kill the other Donut. It's definitely the biggest threat here. It looks like the, I'm not sure if the shielding is working. Sorry, I'm a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of firepower we're throwing around here. Get wrecked. That's a lot of damage. Trying to use the Sea Whiz here to shoot down some of those incoming shells. We've done a lot of damage. There's an ammo explosion. We've breached the Donut. We've taken a big bite out of it. We're taking a lot of damage, though. I wonder how long it's going to take to repair this thing. We'll take that engine off and it should go down. Okay, it's down. Now we can focus on this. The rest of this fight should be pretty easy. Oh, let's just not get landed on anything. The firepower on this thing is disgusting. What a war crime in the air. What is shooting at me with this much shot? Is there another? No. It's just that thing there has a lot of guns. Is that the Bori? Is Tankalek playing for me or for the enemy right now? Like, am I the scary enemy? Okay, this thing has armor-piercing ammo, which I do not like to see. Or maybe it's just colored yellow for some reason. Because it didn't look like it when it fired it. The prox fuse is rude. No prox. Okay, the prox fuse just went for a little adventure. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Good work, Negev. Ah, it's not Negev. Good work, Diana. Alright, we're going to leave all this stuff behind. There's no point sitting here in the middle of the desert. We have enough fuel, I believe, to get back. We've got so much fuel. So let's just get back. And there's not that much damage either. And hopefully the enemy will attack down here and it gives us a chance for things to quieten down over here. What's the enemy saying now? Okay, they've re-encrypted their radio signal, so I have to find the new key as soon as possible. But that was Donut versus Donut, which I was very happy I got to take part in. That was really fun. I'm going to fast forward now. Yeah, I think we've lost the enemy. I think that was the last strike group, actually. We've just got to deal with the Lord Governor now. Oh, I just turned on sticky keys. Which is something I've never done before on this computer. Okay. So we're refueling. We've got quite a lot of fuel to pick up. I'm just going to fast forward. Hopefully nothing comes for us. No, it looks like we're good. We're going to need more fuel by the looks of it. Got to remember this fleet's slower now, which means that we're going to need more fuel to get between locations. That should be enough. It's now turned dangerous here, so I want to get out of here as soon as we can. I'm just waiting for the refueling to complete, waiting for that noise. Any second now. Go. Okay, the fleet is 8 hours out from Gizram, and then from Gizram, we need to try and do something about Varyag. Not about Varyag, sorry, about Varyag, the Lord Governor. I hope this isn't too close to, like, break it, but we should be good. I'm just going to fast forward most of the route, and then we'll launch the Thunderbolt. I want to make sure the Thunderbolt actually gets a good chance at a surprise attack here. So I'm launching early, so it leaves the rest of the fleet behind. The rest of the fleet are just too slow. What I am going to remember to do, though, is I'm going to send 2 planes, not with rockets, as an escort to deal with anything that gets launched towards us if we need to. I really like that they match speed with their escort target once you send them over. It's a very nice, very simple feature that you could communicate. Actually, we probably could have repaired the Nomad while I was getting refueling done there. I didn't really think about that. We'll do it while we're in Gizram. We're going to need the Nomad to help deal with what comes after we take Kiva, because obviously there's more modded stuff coming then. It's not just going to be your standard missile carriers that you know we have to deal with, but we'll get there when we get there. Here we go. Let's see if we can hit Gizram with a surprise attack. We've got a little bit of time. Are we going to make it? I don't think we are. They're going to get a... Damn, they got the radio signal off before we managed to make it in. Let's launch a couple more planes, just so we've got a few in the air. Because I've got a feeling we need them. Okay. Okay, our planes are for some reason attacking the garrison, which I didn't want them to do, so I'm just ordering them to retreat. I guess they're attacking the garrison because they were attached to the ship that's about to attack the garrison. That meant they would have done like a preemptive strike, but whatever. Now we're going to hit the garrison. We're not even going to spend a lot of time on this. This is going to be a pretty quick fight. I really love 100mm. It's my favorite caliber in this game. Is caliber the right word? Or we're missing some. We're missing quite a lot of Palash. I guess we're just out of our supply of them that we picked up on the way. Let's get this gladiator out of the picture. Actually, it's all that's left. No, that other ship is still in one piece. This thing's so reactive. After finding the donut, which handles exactly how you'd expect a donut to handle, this thing feels like I'm flying on Audacity again. I've got a feeling that other... Oh, that's not good. Don't like to take fire from below. That is tough, but it's because I'm kind of orbiting it. No.
The enemy has been destroyed.
They are definitely going down.
The enemy has
Just let
been
them crash.
destroyed.
Okay, we lost an engine. We took a lot of lower deck damage there. Same, we're out of Palash, but we've got Gizram, which is our last stop. Are there any, just to check, any Palash? There's Palash to grab here. Let's grab some protection and see if we can grab that Palash. And let the rest of the fleet get in here. Do I want to fast forward? I'm tempted to. Let's just hold it for now. Okay, we lost the Palash, unfortunately, while we're putting that on. We'll grab the AK-100, and that'll be everything we need to rescued. And we're looking at how close we are to Kiva. It is almost over, with our fleet actually one piece this time. So I wonder why Cruiser Diana didn't show up, because I thought it was before you dealt with Lord Governor, but everyone else said it was afterwards. That wasn't what gelled with my experience. I wonder if we were just really buggy last time. There's still something to rescue. Are those Zeniths still there? Okay, well, we'll steal the Zeniths, then we can sell them for some cash. Rest of the fleet's almost here. And we'll just wait for the range to get tied up. And there's still something to... No, that's it, done. Okay, I'm going to try and... Doomsday device. Try and land the Thunderbolt, just to get it some repairs. We're going to land on those 2 9-pads. They should be big enough.
Beginning final approach.
Probably don't need to land this, but I want it to be combat ready. Because basically I'll send it out as soon as it has enough fuel, while the rest of the fleet is still refueling. And they can get that done while they're dealing with just getting ready for the next stage of the mission. I hate it when you get to here and you can't quite see the ground. I remember my first couple of landings when I first started playing this game, and I would just come down like a ton of bricks. Or when we were doing the streams where I would review all the ships, they were a lot of fun. And I would just come smashing down from up high.
Touchdown confirmed.
Cool, no damage.
Thanks for your hard work.
Oh, you know what it might be? I might have actually ordered the ship to repair before the rest of the fleet is here, and they're carrying the rest of the Palash. That might be what the problem is. So we'll just do another repair check when the rest of the fleet gets here, because they might have my Palash stock. I'm going to sell these Zeniths, and I'm going to sell this AK-100. Let's have a check for anything useful in the supply area. No AAMs, but we do have Prox Fuse 100mm. I'm going to grab all of it. We've got 500 rounds now. That should get us through the rest of the game. Let's just wait for the rest of the fleet to get here. I'm going to fast forward, Because it looks like nothing's... Okay, I was going to say nothing's coming for us, but we do actually have 2 planes here. Can you guys intercept them? No AAMs, they're just scouting. They don't even have missiles. So it's just a dogfight. Faster planes versus slower planes. I wonder which ones will win. I actually think the slower planes may have more armor, but they will get outturned all the time. But they also, things like this will happen where like neither side can actually hit each other. I think they'll break off after being, yeah, they'll break after that. Okay, silent strike alarm is ticking down. Rest of the fleet is about to arrive, which is good because they're out of fuel. Okay, they're on the ground. Let's check the ship works first of all to see if there's more repairs I can do to the Thunderbolt, i.e. adding more Palash. I'm not sure if that did add more Palash, but it did add a little bit more Palash, okay. So we'll take that. We need to rename to the Thunderbolt. 6 hours we need to sit here for. That should be enough time to get the fuel we need to take on Varyag. Now you need repaired as well. It looks like mostly you just need repaired, like just cosmetic. 23 hours. We're probably going to be here for that long. As long as that happens afterwards. And now fuel. Okay, we need more money. So let's sell some junk. What do we not need? We don't need... Okay, I've got lots of Palash in stock, which is good. I thought I had more stuff to sell. Let's sell these Zeniths. I thought I saw an AK... Yeah, we got an AK-100 we can sell. We don't need 8 D30s. We don't need all these D30Ss either. Like, we need some, but not all of them. That should be enough money for now. Let's get back into our supplies. We'll grab enough fuel. Do I want to just jump to Kiva from here? I mean, I could get enough fuel to do it. Yeah, I think we're just going to jump straight to Kiva. It's going to make things a little bit mad, but I actually think that's kind of fun. Let's just do that. Alright, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to save the game because there has been some bugs with Varyag and I want to make sure this works properly. So I'm just going to do a couple of tests to make sure that Varyag works. So I'll be right back. Okay, it is some time later after I last was at this screen and I have done innumerable tests to try and get the Varyag fight to spawn. And it will not work with any custom Varyag that I put into the game. However, I've been told by someone in the community that if I skip the Lord Governor and just fly straight to Kiva, then the Varyag ship will spawn and come to Kiva, and we can have our fight that way. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to finish up this episode by getting our ship to rejoin the main fleet. We're going to push on to Mushin and then Kiva, and then hopefully the Lord Governor will come for us. I've never actually not gone to the Lord Governor, so it's an alternate ending. Anyway, we'll see what happens. That's the current plan. That at least gives us something new, and we can move on because I've spent a lot of time going through the .sierra files for different Varyags. I downloaded a custom Varyag off CurseForge or whatever, like a mod website, to see if that would work. I've done a whole ton of things. I cannot get it to work. I think, what have we got here? 4 planes. Let's launch 2 aircraft to intercept, and then I'm going to launch another 2 aircraft to intercept. Not really that worried, but we'll take them out. What do we got? Ooh, we got a lot of stuff, and someone is carrying AAMs. Okay, there goes 1 plane wiped out by AAMs. I wonder what in one. I thought I launched 2 planes there. This is 2 planes though. Let's see what they can do in terms of damage. So yeah, we're just gonna go with it and see what happens because I cannot get that Varyag to learn. It might be a limitation of the game. I couldn't find any posts or anything on Reddit or on any modding websites of people actually getting custom Varyags to work in a campaign. I've also didn't get any reports of them not working either, which is what I'm kind of chasing up. But we'll just see what happens. Let's just get this campaign done. I really hope we can get our fight. Okay, we've got some planes coming in. We're just gonna launch missiles at them. Fly through that. He did fly through that. I was taunting him. He actually got a bomb off on one of our ships. Damn, how much damage we took? Just a little bit of damage to the top. Not too bad. Okay, we're back with the rest of the fleet. Let's fly forward. They're launching stuff at us. This is another 4 aircraft. We're probably going to start bleeding aircraft dry. I'm going to send 1 in to bait any AAMs they have, and then I'm going to send another 3 in to dogfight. Of course, oh no, yeah, so they didn't come in with any AAMs, but they are escorting with a faster jet. It's really annoying when they overtake on that. What's he doing on the tail bush? I've only just noticed, by the way, this is crafts, which is great English. After playing, I don't know how many hundreds of hours of Highfleet. Okay, our other planes didn't make it, so we have to launch some more sprints from our Nomad. Those bombs are scary, but they didn't make it through too badly. Yeah, this is all getting very hot now. Yeah, you guys are not going to be able to make it back. Let's launch Thunderbolt as soon as we're in range. Which we've been pretty much just launch him now. And I'm going to send a couple of planes to escort him.
Come back in one piece.
And let's take Mushin. I want to get to Kiva before the end of this video, so we'll get there as fast as we can.
Attention. Visual contact.
Incoming missile. Let's see if any of these planes can do anything about it. Doesn't look like they're able to. Oh no, they are. Come on, shoot it down. Oh, they did! Absolute legends. I didn't think they could be able to do that. Can I order them back to escort duty? No. Because they've completed a mission, I can't order them to escort. So we need to come back, click on this fleet. 2 planes. Escort. That was great. I wasn't expecting them to be able to do that. We're going very hot for the end of this, but there's not much I can do about it.
Visual contact.
Another missile inbound. I can't shoot it down. We've got prox fuse. Where's it coming in from? Okay, we got it. This is why we have tons of prox fuse in our pocket for stuff like this when we're running down a missile attack. There's definitely something big at Muchin. Is there another strike fleet? That's the question. And we'll see what the Lord Governor says when we hit Kiva. Now, obviously, every missile becomes a nuke when we hit Kiva. And my original plan was to clear out all of the cities. What was that? Why do we get a target destroyed in the... was to wipe out all of the cities around Kiva, but I don't think we're going to have time to do that before things get crazy. Okay, this is my fighters hitting the garrison, which is tiny. I'll just tell them to retreat, especially because they've got AAMs coming after them, but I think they'll make it out. Yeah, they did. No one got destroyed, thank goodness. Let's tell them to intercept. How many planes? That one plane that's coming in. While we deal with this, we're not going to fire prox fuse. We're going to stand. There's a Paladin Mark II here. It's a little bit scary, but honestly, nothing that bad. Are they on the ground? They're not. They're in the air. Where are they? Here's... Oh, there's the old Courageous. Our old friend. Just kill it with the 30 mil. Paladin Mark II is where the scary stuff is. That Courageous fired off before it hit the ground, which I think was very brave of it. It's nice to have all of our Palash back. This Nimrod. These Nimrods used to be such a pain. Oh, I thought this guy was dead, but he's actually still alive. Okay, now he's dead. If you survive that, I'll be very impressed. Sarma took a big beating. And that's it down. And that's the town before Kiva captured. Okay. What have we got to grab here? There's ammo, fuel tanks, survivors. Let's just grab the survivors, I guess. We've got incoming aircraft, but we've got somebody on that. Can they take them out? 4 aircraft with... Well, 1 aircraft with bombs. I think they should be able to win this fight. Come on, get that turn. Getting some hits. He's on fire. And they got the kill. Good work. Very good work. Even though we don't have AAMs, we're still able to do something. I'm going to launch another 2 planes here. And another 2 planes here. And we're in spitting distance of Kiva. So the correct thing to do is to clear a barrier around Kiva to stop anyone with nukes launching them at Kiva. That's going to take quite a long time, and I don't honestly know if I have the resources for it. So we're going to make a push. We're going to take Kiva, and we're just going to go after the Typhoons, and hopefully we can pull this off. Oh, we need a new rescue order. They're grabbing a Molot. Let's actually grab the fuel tanks. Lord Governor's still sitting... Oh, the Lord Governor's disappeared. So, let's just... Do I have a spare plane? Yeah, let's just launch a plane out towards where he was and see what happens. He may have just despawned and that's, like, it's just not working. And that's a shame, but that might just be how it is. But he might also show up at Kiva, which I think is what he will do. Okay, we got the fuel. Let's grab that Molot. He was somewhere around here. Yeah, I don't see no sign of him coming in. So yeah. Alright, fast forward. I don't think we're going to get attacked in mission somehow. We'll grab the ammo. It's also going to force me to do the radio room, which I don't really want to do. Done. Great. I don't care about decoding right now. Let's land the Thunderbolt. There's some ships to purchase here. What have we got? We've got a Fearsome. We've got a Negev. And we've got... Oh, we've got a tanker. That might actually be worth buying. How long is it going to take you to repair without landing? 7 hours. Let's just get that going, and that might land you when the rest of the team gets here. Thunderbolt. And what have we got away with supplies here? Still no AAMs. There is more prox fuse, but also we have prox fuse for days. I think we're good there. To wait for the rest of the fleet to arrive. Yeah, they're not attacking us here. The rest of the fleet's here. Let's see if there's any additional... Look at that tanker. Let's see if there's any additional repairs we can do on the Thunderbolt. Yeah, there was a little bit. 6 hours is fine. I don't think we need to land. We've still got tons... No, I don't actually have tons of money. We have some money. We have enough fuel to get to Kiva, so I don't think we need to really refuel here. We'll just wait the 6 hours for the repairs, and then we'll get out of here. 3, 2, 1... God, there we go. Hopefully that didn't break the game. Sticky keys just got activated. And let's launch for Kiva. And we'll take Kiva and get the briefing to end the video. Now, I have not seen the Typhon replacement, okay? I don't know what I'm dealing with. So this should be pretty interesting. We are going to launch Thunderbolt in advance. Where is it? It's gone back to Hitman 1. I missed that. Let's just launch it now. And I will send some planes to escort it. Now let's fast forward. Silent strike alarm has been reset. Now we're at Kiva. There is a fleet here, but we're going to get a silent strike on them. Let's call back the aircraft so that they don't hit the garrison. And let's silent strike Kiva, which is hilarious to finish the first part of the campaign. Okay, there's no Varyag here. There's nothing here. There's 2 runners and a ballistic. This is what the garrison they have left. Obviously, we're out of Palash. We'll just stray from the sky for now. That's not taking off. That dodge was nice. I feel like a god in this aircraft, honestly. Everything's on fire. I guess they never expected us to get to Kiva if this is the garrison it has. And we have taken Kiva. It is ours. Finally. It's been a long... Oh, no it's not. There's a courageous left. And we have taken Kiva. It is ours. After a long, long campaign. I never thought I'd get here. I honestly never thought I would get here. But we have taken Kiva. And we have unlocked Missile Hell mode, I believe. Although we got here secretly. So I don't actually know if they will launch after us. We'll have to wait until we've actually taken the city. Before we can get the next part of the campaign. Let's grab the ammo. And we'll grab this Vimple. Okay, we can now land in Kiva. I'm actually going to wait for the rest of the fleet to get here before I do that. Because we may as well. So we've got everybody here at the same time. Okay. Here we go. Unbelievable news soon spreads throughout the city. The Lord Governor has fallen in battle, yes. Great Duke Saidi has entered the city in the company of the Elau Prince. And his ally is Omar Khan, a man everyone thought dead. And his ally is none other than Al-Sahir of the Hidden People. And in addition, they are joined by Duchess Issy. The entire city comes to greet you. What a spectacular sight. The remaining members of the government waste no time showing you to the underground storage complex, eager to please their new masters. Next to the majestic dome of the reactor is an underground passageway. You walk down a flight of stairs. The storage area below is filled with uniform cylinders. They are stacked throughout the underground chamber as far as the eye can see. Pyotr casts a brooding glance to the side, where missile parts glimmer in the dull light. The steel arms of assembly cranes obscure the ceiling, which stretches far into the dark facility. They'll never let us leave with this. I made a terrible mistake. There will be no talks. Piotr was right. An ultimatum arrived soon after. To the commander of the Romani Expeditionary Fleet, the elite gathering of great houses hereby demands you withdraw all Romani ships from Kiev immediately. You have 8 hours to comply, or the joint fleet of great houses will destroy the city via nuclear strike. They'll spare nothing. Everything they have, they'll send our way. Pyotr Ivanovich, call an emergency meeting. Game saved. Beginning of nuclear war. The fleet officers and Tarkans assemble on the flagship 30 minutes later. Thank you for coming, gentlemen. I know how tired you are, but the predicament we now face is grave indeed. Kiva's garrison officer has provided us intelligence and the weapon that reduced the imperial capital to ruins. We didn't coerce him. He told us, but because he believes the gathering is planning to use this weapon to destroy Kiva. The poor man was absolutely terrified. He insisted again and again that everyone here is in grave danger. The new weapon is a ballistic missile. Yes, we've been seeing it for the entire campaign. It features an unparalleled trajectory correction system that allows it to strike a target as far away as 2,000 kilometers. As a ballistic missile, this weapon cannot be used against mobile targets. However, it is absolutely devastating against stationary ones. Its speed is sufficient to strike its target in just over 10 minutes. These missiles are delivered to target in specifically made missile cruisers. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the new, heavily modified, my first time ever seeing it, Constellation class Typhoon cruiser. Each of these carries up to 10 missiles. Yep, and they're behind double layered armor. Oh my god, what have you done to me? It's got ELINT, it's got IRST, it's got radar jamming, it has a lot of guns. Twelve 130mm mullets in a 360-degree... Also, it's so cool that this is loaded into the game like this. Well done. I got some secret squirrels in my Discord to make this ship as a surprise, and the fact they managed to get it to appear like this in the game is stunning. Well done to all of you. I've marked the ship's potential destinations on the map. Kush, Karkamesh, the 4 of them, Cash. Oh no, there's probably 3, with one of these being a dummy. They will be able to launch a strike against Kiva if they dock anywhere within 2,000 kilometers of their target. So, Sadie, Tabao, Kebereth, and Shivra need to be cleared. Yeah. So we need to clear all those cities. If we intercept both carriers... Oh, there's 2 carriers apparently. Before either of them reaches any of the cities, Kiva will be safe from this new weapon. We still have enemy strike groups to deal with, however. Their missiles are slow, but they have enough of them to produce this place to a pile of radioactive ash. So there's 3 strike groups left. Can't we intercept these 2 missiles before they hit the city? And the ships, if they have reliable radar and enough anti-air defenses, the anti-air system won't be able to intercept a high-speed ballistic missile. What if we use an A100N? A A100N, in theory, could blast a ballistic missile if it detects it quickly enough. We have some of those. Beautiful Sam looks at you. Everyone returns to face you. With this new information in mind, each of us make a decision. You are free to leave the city or stay and fight to the end. Your words echo the deafening silence. To those of you who choose to leave, I promise that we will not stand in your way. I'm ready to die for your sake if I must. The Khan's fleet will join you. Voshkod, Triumphant, Negev. We've been through so much together, Grand Duke. The Elau dynasty is on your side. Slingshot, Agita Mark II, Comoron, another donut! The hidden people will join your cause, son of Saedi. Skylark, Agita Mark II. My clan will join you as well, Sahib. Jaguar Mark II, Agita Mark II, Longbow. The guardsmen of Garrett will stand with you, Grand Duke. Jaguar Mark II, Longbow. The knights of Dustum will wage war with you. Gladiator, Triumphant. I've been waiting so long for this. It'd be a damn shame if I died of old age in that blasted desert. Voshkot. Like the others, I put your life in my hands, Duke. Voshkod. Godspeed, gentlemen. Total war. Money means nothing now. Fuel, ammunition, repairs are free of charge. In light of the calamity, many people in Garrett will seek to join your cause. Okay. Next time on Highfleet's... I was going to make a Dragon Ball Z joke. On Highfleet Z, we have to deal with this nightmare. Okay, there's only one strike. Oh, jeez. This is going to be nuts. This is going to be hard. Disappointment we didn't get to fight the Varyag, but we do have a fleet and a half to play with. We have some ships. I'm going to have to spend some time sorting this all out into strike groups and sending them off on different mission objectives. We need to deal with Kush, Jairam, where is it? Karkamesh is a long way away, and Cash is a long way away. So these two are our immediate concerns because they're very, very close. Only 2 jumps away. But that's for next time, which will be the last video in this series, I hope. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm starting to think about what games I want to play next. So if you have any suggestions, throw them in the comments of this video. If you like what you're seeing, let me know as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, etc. I want to say a special thank you to all my new channel members. We've got quite a few of them coming in at the moment. I need to think of something cool to do for you to reward you for your loyalty. But thank you so much. I'm so impressed by all of you. You're all amazing. For now, I am going to take a break, and I will catch you in the next video. See you later. Ciao for now.